Hello, hello. Welcome to the channel. My name's Nobby. Thank you for tuning in to episode 11 of our Path of Exile Affliction League beginners playthrough. We are playing Zizaran's Boneshatter Slayer build, eventually. Currently a Spectral Helix duelist until we get to do the first labyrinth. We should be looking at doing that around about the end of Act 4 in this playthrough, I reckon. As long as you've done it by the end of Act, or before the last boss in Act 5, you'll be good. We have just upgraded our axe to a 2 red and a green link, so we've now managed to get our totem, Ancestral Protector, linked with maim support, which will give us some extra damage. But as the tooltip showed, slight rough numbers, it was about 20 plus DPS as well. So that was a bruisey bonus. Other than that, we can now play around with a helm if we get one. We can play around with boots if we get them. These sockets are pretty much spare now. We don't really need anything. I could put, I suppose, actually, what I could do, being a good tutorial guy, I should really put cruelty in one of these and just level it up. It ain't going to do anything, but we can at least get it some levels, can't we? We'll do that. What else have we got? Vicious projectiles I've got in readiness, and the faster attacks we just took out of our leap slam because I'm terrible and I'm not using it. I'm a dasher, not a jumper. You'll notice if you're watching any sort of experienced players, they get something like the leap slam and faster attacks, and they just hop around like a Duracell bunny. That's all they're doing all throughout the axis. Hop, 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 hop. I hate that. I don't play like that. You may have noticed. Right. So we've just done the crypt. We've got the trial in there. There's also a trial up here in the Chamber of Sins. We're going to go to the crossroads and we are going to head north. Because we're moving our gems around, we will need to reapply the precision aura. There you go. That is now on. The war banner is still on. Always check if you've been messing around with your gems that your auras are still on when you zone in. From the crossroads, waypoint straight north. That'll take us towards the Chamber of Sin. It's always the same direction. But our totem now should be doing a really good number for us. Extra damage and applying maim to enemies, so they actually take more fizz damage as well. What have we got? Another rustic sash. We're not bothered with. A mana ring. We're not bothered with. Straight into the Chamber of Sins. Here we go. Level 1. You notice how it's not popped Solve the Trial of Ascendancy? That seems to be, to me, that it's going to be in level 2. I love this level design as well. To be honest, I don't think there's many level designs I don't like in this game. Helmet, armor helmet, white. We could have a play around with that. Item level 15. I'm quite happy with the stats we've got on the helmet at the minute, but if a yellow drops and it's an upgrade, of course we're just taking it. We don't need to worry too much about gems, socket colours, I should say. There is a waypoint in here. Greater mana. What are we on? A grand mana. No, we'll keep with what we've got. There we go. That's the waypoint found. I do like dash. It's a good get out of the way. A lot of the mechanics are telegraphed on the floor, especially when you get to boss fights, so just having that emergency dash is a handy one to have. There's level 2. Let's go straight in. Now we should get the pop-up. There you go. Solve the trial of Ascendancy. So this is the last trial in Act 2 that we need to do. So we'll go and find that first. More currency. More scrolls. Okay. Knockback support we don't need. It's not one. Ooh. A rare mob. Didn't drop anything that we can use, unfortunately. Frenzy support. Again, another one we're not going to use. Max life ring, but it's only a 22. I wouldn't mind finding a better, more like a 28 to 30 max life, and then we'll probably turn it yellow to replace this blue one we're still stuck with. That blue one, though, is 28 max life, so I want at least the same. Seems to be going every way but the right way, I think. Well, I am going the right way for the actual mission objective that we need. This intruder's in black, but I've not found the trial yet. Okay, let's go and deal with this. Bit of a mini boss. There we go. That was nice and quick and easy. There's a baleful gem that we need.
Piety was after a
Meet Helena in town. Right, we now need to continue to explore this area and see if we can't find ourselves the trial. And then, dare I say it, we're getting relatively close to the end of Act 2. Blue life flask we'll take, just in case. Where are we heading? Must be over this way somewhere. Gotta be, right? Gotta be. Nope. Okay. That was the way in. That's a chromatic orb. This way, maybe? This way. Here we go. We're in. Right. Trial of Ascendancy. Okay, so with this one, you'll notice the blades are together. When we flick this switch, that will stop them, or stop one of them. And then we can reapply the switch, and that will give us a gap in between that we can sneak through, usually. There we go. Another switch here for the same on this side. There we go. Certainly a lot easier than them spiral traps, I tell you. Wand, stiletto. That belt is a max life belt, and that is a good roll. Okay, we'll take that base. That might be worth a play with. That's the trial done. We need to go back to town. The waypoint is way over here, wasn't it? Miles away. In fact, it's upper floor as well. No, we'll just portal then. There we go. On the map as well, I had the map open here. You can move that around with your arrow keys if you need to, but I always like it up in the corner. Right. What are you going to give us? Ah, we can have our curse, or we can probably get our Herald. And our Herald is Herald of Ash, although it does say only level 1. A buff providing fire damage based on your fizz damage. You kill an enemy, other enemies will be burned based on their overall damage. The burn inflicted can only be affected by modifiers to damage over time. Okay. I'm pretty sure it did say level 1. Let's have a look. Herald of Ash, yes, level 1. Precision level 1, Herald of Ash level 1. Doesn't have to be linked, so I can just throw that in any old red slot. And the good news is, we've got plenty of them. There you go. You can go in there for now. So that is a Herald. It's 25% mana reservation, so again, it's more like an aura. So what I will do is I will pop that on one of my control buttons, the secondary hotbar. Take it off there. Keeps that nice and clear. Who else do we need to speak to? Helena.
I gave the Ebony Legion my piety would have...
Talk to Helena near your hideout. Excellent. All right, we have intro to the hideouts. You may not have got a hideout yet. I'll show you where they are when we come across one. But we have one. When you get to the end game of maps, you will spend your life in your hideout. You will be just jumping from map to hideout to do your stash, do a bit of crafting, back to your map, back to the hideout. Right, use the crafting bench. Okay, I've actually got a leather belt I might want to use as well. Let's sell a bit of gear first. That is immunity to shock. That was also immunity to shock, but that is a bigger version of, so we will take that. We'll sell that one now. It's not quality, it's fine. Don't need any of those pieces. I was keeping that because that is 39 max life. We might do something with this. Can't be applied to leather belts. Leather belts are not classed as armor, so you can't improve the quality. But what we can still do... Alright, it's got more max life as well. Plus 39, plus 17. Bit of extra mana, bit of fire resist, bit of lightning resist. I reckon that is absolutely an upgrade to what we've got. Lovely. We'll take that. We've also now just got an intro to crafting. So on our items, as long as they've got a spare suffix, prefix slot, so they're not already maxed out. For rare items, it's 6. We can add something to one of these. Now, the problem is that belt has already got max life, max mana. We might be able to put something else on it, though. Strength or cold resist. All right, okay. So that would have a bit of fire, a bit of lightning, and we can put a decent roll of cold resist on it. The boots, I'm probably looking to replace because of the sockets. The rings, let's have a look at this one. We can put max life on this ring. There you go, let's do that. Happy days. Could have rolled 15 to 25. It rolled 19. Not bad. That's the quest done. So you could now effectively go through all of these yellow items and add something to all of them, as long as you've got the currency to do it. Now, at this stage, it's not costing a great deal. It does get more expensive, though. So if you are short of life, or you find yourself using your mana pots a bit too often, we've now applied the Herald. You can see how that's now wiped us out. We're down to 161 mana available of 298. Almost 50% being reserved. You can add this belt, for example. Cold resist, why not? Cold resist, good. How are our resistances now? 22, 59, 67. We could do with some fire resist, to be fair. All right then, let's have a look, shall we? Fire resist, go on then, why not? There's 20% straight away. What else can we do? Helmet, can't have resistances, it's already got 2. Cold and lightning. Give it some mana, why not? The axe. Fire resist. Go on then. If you've got the currency, guys, at this stage, it's just going to make you more powerful. Bit of max life. Go on then. There we go. What about you? Fire resist. Alright then. That'll do. Any more for any more? You've got one. You've got one. The boots haven't. We've just done a bunch of fire resist. Let's have a look, because that's all I can put on is fire or cold. Fire's cap now. 75, you see, is the cap. Even though they are actually 78, 75 is the cap. You can go over the cap, but only 75% is going to be in effect, effectively. Ideally, you want these three to be at 105 before the end of Act 5. At the end of Act 5 boss, you lose 30%. So at 105, you drop down to 75, you'd still be capped. Cold resist. Let's do that. As long as we've got the currency, cold resist. Go on then. There we go. Alright, everything's got an extra modifier on it now. Fantastic. Lovely. And we are on 839 life, and we've not even finished Act 2. That's huge, actually. That is massive at this level. You want those two.
Keep your life to your own.
So all those resistances we were putting on were only costing us these little magic orbs, and we've got loads of them. You may as well use them. You may as well use them. It will help your survivability. If you are finding you a little bit squishy at this stage, by all means go crazy on the crafting bench. Right, travel to the wetlands. We can now unblock this path. I have lost a flask, haven't I? Did I put it? Did I do a boo-boo? Did I put it in my stash? Or did I vendor it and I should have actually equipped it? Well, it ain't there, is it? Never mind. We'll get another one. We'll get another one. I've done a boo-boo there, haven't I? Right, let's go to Act 2 Town. Let's see if we can just buy a life flask, because I'd rather run with two, knowing what's coming up. For God's sake. Right, you're still... You see, there's a 4-link now. We are starting to get 4 links. 4-link, 2 red, 2 blue boots. So, always check your vendor now, just in case we get that super-duper 4-link chest, or weapon, to be fair. Who can I buy from? You, maybe? Yes, what have you got? Remove cursors. 3 orbs of transmutation. We've got plenty of them. What else have we got? A grand life flask we can get. Oh yeah, it was the magic one, wasn't it? I must have sold it. Never mind. Let's have a grand one. Lots of life over 3 seconds. But it only has 2 charges effectively. It's got 25 charges, but it consumes 10 on use, so it's actually only got 2 uses. But that's fine. As an emergency flask, that's a good one. Right, okay. Flask situation fixed. Let's try again. Back up to the wetlands. That could have been costly, you know. Never mind. Into the Vaal ruins. Right. We are getting close, guys. We are getting close. I am not going in there. No. Scrolls, very nice. Orb of Scourings we shall take. They basically just revert an item back to normal without any modifiers. We have an essence. Excellent. Essences are good at this low level. What are we? We are level 25. Monster level is 20. We are slightly over level. Again, if you're new to the game at this stage, don't be worried about being over level. It will make your life a little bit easier. I promise. For the XP penalty that you're going to get for your first playthrough, absolutely wouldn't worry about it. And I think I also just did a boo-boo there because I just leveled up my Herald of Ash. I mean, one level won't really make a difference. I will remember to stop it next time by right-clicking, not left-clicking. We have actually got a point to use. There we go. Right. Now let's work our way through. Fantastic. We'll take some currencies. Thank you very much. We're getting into the sort of crafting zone now, aren't we? I've only just noticed as well, all my heralds have dropped off. There we go, that's better. Just looking at my mana bar then thinking, I've not had any issues, but there's no mana reservation there. Okay. Keep pushing our way through. Chromatic recipe and a scroll. Here we go.
This can't be good.
Into the northern forest. Now, there is a waypoint here. There should also be here, I believe. Oh, another 2-stone ring. That might be worth a look. It is yellow as well. Aha! We have something else to talk about. Excellent. We'll go and do this. This little red crystal. There's another essence here, actually. Let's get that as well. Oh, it's all popping off in this one, isn't it? You'll find that. You'll get a zone that is just full of goodies for you. Because it's RNG based. If we were to portal out of here and then let it reset and come back in, you may or may not get another essence. You may or may not get this little area, which is called a Vaal area. So we'll go in here. A couple of modifiers. We're having less resistances and the monster's going to hit a bit harder. But in here, if you can get to the end and kill the boss, there's a chance of getting some really powerful gems called Vaal gems. Now, even if you don't need them for your build, they are usually worth trying to sell. So at some point soon, we'll talk about trading. There's level 26 as well. That went really quick. Right, mastery. What did it want? It was the rage, wasn't it? Attacks will give us rage on hit. There we go. So just a little mini dungeon, these, effectively. The bosses can be quite rude in them, though, to be fair. So just be aware of that. There we go.
I believe in traveling light.
Okay, this Vaal vessel. What did you drop for me? A Vaal Caustic Arrow. Well, we are not a Caustic Arrow build. A Vaal Arc. Again, we're not an Arc build either. We're not playing an Arc Witch. I can't carry anything else. There is a Ruby Flask, though. A Fire Resistance Flask, so we'll definitely take that. That is a utility flask. Do I want anything else from here? We could ditch that. We could actually get a 2-for-1 there. You'll notice as well, these items in here are corrupted. At this stage of the game, you can't do anything with these. You can't re-roll the stats. You can't re-roll the gems or the links. They are what they are. Later on in the game, there is currency you can get, which will help you to modify corrupted items. But at this stage, we can't do anything with them. Alright, that is that Vaal area done. Nice little mini dungeons just to jump in, try and get yourself some Vaal gems. What I'm going to do is save them.
I believe in traveling light.
They're not for skills that we can use, but we could look at selling them. Of course, it's still relatively early in the league. I say relatively. It's been live a week and a half. People are already at maps. They don't care. They've already got the Vaal gems, but somebody may still need one.
The end of learning. Nothing like this.
Right, let's go talk to everybody.
I dreamed.
Banish the darkness. There we go.
What has happened?
There we go. Talk to Eremia.
For all of us.
Find the ancient pyramid. Fantastic. Right, Groost, let's go sell you some gear. I want to sell. Let's have a look. So that's got 31 max life, max mana, dex, and int. Alright, well that is a great candidate to swap for that blue ring straight away. So we'll get rid of that now. That worth a look. These 2-stone rings can be handy because they are 2 resistances. So this is fire and cold. Shame it's not got any max life, actually. So no. No good. Everything else... yeah, good armour, but they're pretty naff, and we'd lose our setup. That's our main setup as well. We can't afford to lose that. Everything else can go, I think. Evasion rating, 23 max life. Yeah. Okay, I think that's it.
Return if you must.
So we'll equip you. These Vaal gems I'm just going to save in my gem stash tab currently. Essences we've got 2 of. What did we get? So we got a bit of max life on armour, fizz damage leached as life on a weapon, increased flask life recovery rate on a belt, regen life on jewellery, quivers not bothered about. And this one, 2-handed weapon penetrate cold damage. Other items would give us dexterity. Meh. These are good because they're low level. You can see they level up as well. This is only restricted to level 45 and below. This is restricted to items level 35 and below. So you want to use these early doors. There is a 3-to-1 upgrade. So if you get 3 of the lower level, you can upgrade them to the next level up. But these are good to use early doors to convert anything you need into a rare. At least guarantee a property. You can sort of target farm a property rather than your alks, which are just random. Right. Put stuff away. There we go. We did alright for currency, that one as well. 3 Jeweler's Orbs now. 3 Fusing Orbs now. Very nice. It's starting to pick up. You'll notice now we're starting to get a bit more of the more sought after currency, the more useful currency. We also got a Ruby Flask, which may come in handy at a later date. Precision, dash, doesn't really matter if dash. It doesn't matter. No, we'll leave it as it is. It's fine. I do want to stop next time I remember. Which one was it that I do want to stop? Herald of Ash. That's the one I do want to stop leveling next time. Right, folks. I think we are done there. Thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. in the next video, we will be finishing up Act 2. And hopefully you guys are doing as well as we are. We're at 876 life, which is huge, by the way. That's massive at this stage. Recommendation would be about 700 by the end of Act 2. We're on 876. We are way ahead of the curve on life, but that's a good place to be. So thank you very much, folks. If you have enjoyed this video, I would really appreciate you dropping a thumbs up on it. Come and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Come and join this little community we've got going. And I'll see you again for the next one very soon. Take care.